Greetings and welcome to another installment of Twin Flame Success Stories, where I show you that there are answers, there are solutions. I was in your shoes, right? Looking around on the internet, everybody's got all these different opinions and different ideas about what you're supposed to do. Very different. Lots of conflicting information about twin flames. It's very confusing. And you don't know if any of this stuff is going to work. You don't know who to trust. I mean, there's a lot of nice people for you to talk to. Almost all of the people that you could be dealing with are actually really nice. But do they know what they're doing? And that's what you're worried about. And how do you tell? How do you tell who knows what they're talking about? Well, that's what this video series is about, guys. I am just another guy on the internet as far as you're concerned, right? So, how do you know if I know what I'm talking about? Look at all of the wonderful people that I've helped. This is what I always tell people: results matter. Results matter, not what people think. You guys, I've helped thousands of people to end the running and chasing with their twin flame for good. Yes, thousands. And I'm going to show you some recent examples. And of course, there's my students who have made video appearances on my YouTube channel that are married to their twin flame, living together. Guys, I got some answers for you, and we're going to get into that today too, for sure. I'm going to get into some of the teachings for you. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of free resources. So strap in. This is going to be a good one today, guys. Let's get this party started. So this first testimonial that I'd like to share with you is from a fairly recent free twin flame coaching video on my YouTube channel. I think there's a couple on here. This one right here from Jackson. They said, this channel helped me get my twin flame back, or get back my twin flame. This happened last year. Looks like December. Guys, you can do it, but it's not actually a doing, it's a being. Right. We're going to talk about that for sure at some point in this video. So there you go. Here's a person who's with their twin by following my advice. There's another one down here, I think. Yep, here it is. Joanne. There's actually a couple from her on a couple of different videos that I'll go ahead and share with you here. This is the first one. She said, mine came back last week after 6.5 months of separation. What I have learned is you can't even message them back with your mind. You feel the pull, especially when they come back and they say they love you. Haha. I now message back without the mind thinking again. You can kind of slip a little when they come back in. Right. Let me flip over to this other video, this one right here. She said, Kurt, it's worked. Just got back from work and he has bombarded me with loads of WhatsApp photos after 6.5 months of no contact. And then in her other comment, she was talking about the mind. And I'm going to go ahead and blast through the rest of these testimonials. And then we're going to talk about that, guys. I'm going to give you some meat today, right? I'm going to give you some answers about this. Everybody says twin flames are the same soul, right? Right. So that should be your first clue. Like if everybody agrees about what a twin flame is, the same soul, everybody, that was why the term twin flame was invented in the first place, right? That's why that term exists. Twin flame. It's one soul in two bodies, right? Okay. So if we all agree about what a twin flame is, what's the problem? like hear me out, okay? Why do you get all these differing opinions about what to do? Don't you think that's kind of weird if we all agree about what it is, right? So I'm going to dispel that stuff for you. And you guys, I'm not doing this to prove anything. Well, I mean, maybe. I mean, that's what you guys want, right? You want, Kurt, why should we listen to you? Can you prove that your teachings work? Sure, here you go. Here's a bunch of people that I helped. But here's the thing, guys. I want you to get your answers. I want your suffering to end. And I figured it out. Okay. I cracked the code on twin flames. I'm not doing this to brag. It's just, I was in your shoes, guys. I want to help you because I went through the whole shit, man. The running and chasing and the suffering and all that. It's not fun. It's not fun. So, that's Joanna. Well, and again, we'll get back to what she was talking about with the mind. Remember she was talking about that, the mind, and you might be sitting there going, what is she talking about, right? So we'll talk about that. The mind, which is not the soul. That's kind of the problem. This person here, Divine Other, they said, hi, I'm a former student here. My journey started in April of 2018. And I'll just kind of skip to the juicy stuff. Um, I've been dating another person for a year and a half now, and my twin flame continuously contacts me. And there's another myth right there. Like, oh yeah, if you date somebody other than your twin flame, you're not a twin flame and you're bad. And how could you possibly, that's some of the mythology that you got to let go of. And again, I don't debunk myths to be a jerk, guys. There is a truth. There is a way that this works, and that should be very exciting. So that's why I spend a lot of time debunking myths. And then I also spend a lot of time telling you what it is. So it's like, I got to tell you what it's not, and I got to tell you what it is, right? So if you want to date other people, totally fine. If you just want your twin flame, totally fine. It's your choice. We'll talk about that. Now, listen to this. I feel no sense of urgency, no emotional ups and downs, no anxiety, none of the things that kept me fixated on this person. I'm so glad I came across your information today and took your class. There is peace on the other side of this. So, right when this person, I'm always telling you guys this, right when this person here is feeling their most peaceful and unattached, detaching, you've heard that word around, right? In these twin flame chat rooms and Facebook groups, right when they're at their most peaceful and detached, that's when their twin flame wants to talk to them suddenly. And you get a choice, guys. If you want to do like this person and date somebody else, date somebody else. If you want your twin flame, be with them. You get to choose. That's what I'm telling you. You don't have to be with one or the other. So, I mean, I don't know why that's considered so controversial that you don't have to be with your twin flame. What I'm telling you is you get a choice. Isn't that better than just having your twin flame run away from you all the time? Yeah, it's a lot better, you guys. Having control over the situation, you decide. You're in charge, right? But who are you? We're going to talk about that. Oh, I got some good stuff for you guys. We're going to talk about that. What is you? What is the self, right? What is a soul? What is that? We're going to talk about that. So this next one, I think there's also two. Yeah, there's two in here. Okay. Let's do this one first. Well, what's this other one? Or no, this is the one. Okay, Angela. I'm just going to sum it up. I wanted to include this one, you guys, because she didn't say anything about her other self, her twin flame. All she's saying is, wow, I feel really good now. I'm at peace. You can go read this for yourself. It's on this video. I think this posted about a week ago, week and a half. There's no twin flame mission. That's a myth, right? That's kind of, I debunk that in here. And that's basically what she's saying. Like, she saw me on YouTube. She didn't like what she was hearing. I wasn't feeding the twin flame addiction. I hear this all the time from people. And I don't have any problem with it. If you don't like what I'm saying, that's fine. But get this. This happens all the time. I'll have somebody contact me and they'll go, Kurt, When I first came across you, I couldn't stand you. I thought you were a jerk. I thought you were arrogant. You're Mr. Know It All, blah, 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 right? And then they come back like 10 months later and they go, Kurt, I get it. I get it. You're right on. I totally get it. Thank you. Right. That happens a lot. Now, why does that happen? Is it because I'm Mr. Awesome Pants and everybody should just bow down? No, I don't need accolades, guys. I've already said that on this YouTube channel. I'll go be a drifter. I'll go live in a van down by the river. I don't care about popularity and being cool and stuff like that. Okay. I will. I used to want to be like one of those railroad bums that just travels around the country with a backpack and his dog. You know what I mean? I got no problem doing that, guys. I don't need I don't care about being important, all right? The reason I do this again is because there is a truth, guys. This is real, twin flames. You're not crazy. I mean, you might feel a little crazy right now. I was there. But this is a real phenomenon. You're experiencing what's called a spontaneous spiritual awakening. I have also referred to it as a forced spiritual awakening. Okay, that's what's happening to you. You met your spirit, your soul in another body. That's what's happening here, okay? And you just need to focus on that. You guys, you need to embrace your awakening. And it's not healing, it's not clearing your karma, it's not balancing your chakras. And those things are fine to do. That's just not what this really is. Okay, so people are confused even about that, like what spiritualism is. It's about leaving behind an ego based identity. And I don't mean ego in the sense of the word where it's like, oh, well, you're in your ego, you're stuck up, right? So there's that meaning to the word ego. But really, what I'm talking about is like the clinical definition of the word ego, which is mind, like a personality, a persona, an identity, the ego. Remember, you are body, mind, soul. We believe ourselves to be a mind, you guys. That's the problem with pretty much everything on planet Earth. Excuse me, is everybody believes themselves to be that identity. They don't know who they are beyond the mind. So, who are you beyond the mind? The soul. What are twin flames? The same soul. Oh, code breaker alert. Right, but what is the soul? It's consciousness. Consciousness is not thought. It's not thinking. It's not emotion. Thinking and emotion isn't bad. You can do that all you want. That's just not what is going to help you here, guys. That's why I'm the world's #1 twin flame coach. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm not saying that to toot my own horn. All I've been doing is just teaching this to people for 7 years, and it just keeps working. I don't know. I guess I'm the guy that figured it out. Sorry. Little old me. But this is the thing that Angela was saying in her comment. Wonderful comment. And again, I get this all the time. Yeah, when I first heard you, I couldn't stand it. And then I realized it was my mind. The ego mind, it doesn't like to be told that it's not real. Guys, you are something beyond this identity that gets hurt and offended and angry and sad and happy. And again, there's nothing wrong with those things. That's just not who you really are. Who you really are is a soul consciousness. And you can't figure that out. You don't understand, because that's the mind. You don't understand consciousness. You experience it. It's deeper than that. So Eckhart Tolle is recognized as essentially the modern day Buddha, right? So he wrote this book called The Power of Now. The Power of Now. I have all my students. That's like the first thing. You got to start reading. I've been since day one. First twin flame coaching student that I ever told any of this stuff to back in 2018. I said, read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, right? The name of the first chapter of that book, you ready for this? It's called You Are Not Your Mind. That's the name of the first chapter of Eckhart Tolle's book, The Power of Now. And again, Eckhart Tolle is essentially the modern day Buddha. So, what is spiritualism? What is that really? Because there's a lot of noise on the internet about that. And it's usually going to be like all this healing and energy clearings and balancing your inner feminine and masculine and doing the mirror exercise and clearing your auric body. And I'm not saying not to do that stuff, but I'll tell you what, if you're doing any of that stuff for the express purpose of getting your twin flame to come back, they will run harder. Okay. Because that's all mental stuff. That's all the mind. And the mind is duality, it's push pull, it's yin yang. That's where the yin yang symbol comes from. Okay. And with your twin flame, you are polarized at the level of the mind. I've made videos about this. I'm going to show you my twin flame science playlist. Again, this is real, guys. Twin flames, it's just reincarnation. That's all this is. You've heard of reincarnation, right? That's what this is. Yes, your twin flame really is your soul. If you had a time machine and you knew who you used to be in one of your past lives and you go back and meet them, are you guys the same soul? Yeah, you are the same soul. Okay. So, yes, this is real. And again, at the level of the soul, you are one. It's just oneness. There's not two of you. It's just you, actually. It's unity. That's where the word union really comes from. And I'll show you a video where I talk about that too. Just this last Monday, the 3rd, just a few days ago, I posted a video about that. Maybe you should go watch that video. I'll show it to you. So, going beyond mind and aligning with your soul, you don't think your way there. You don't. So, like healing, which is fine to do, not for your twin flame. That makes them run harder because the mind is push pull. You push, they pull away. You focus on your twin flame mentally, emotionally, or metaphysically, and they focus on anything but you. They're gone. But that's the thing, is the mind thinks that there is another. There's me and them. That's we. We are separate. Separate? Like separation? Right. Why do we use that word, separation and union? What do those words mean? Are they really relationship status with your twin flame? Oh, I've got some goodies for you today, you guys. We're going to talk about some cool things. So the mind is this push pull. You've heard of the twin flame push pull, right? That's where that's coming from. But the soul is union. The soul is unity. Union, separation, those are states of consciousness, guys. Those come from the Zen traditions way long time ago. Those words did not come from twin flames. Okay? So healing is psychology. It's psychology. Totally fine. Nothing wrong with that, generally speaking. But that's what that is. It's the mind. Like changing thoughts, thinking different thoughts, feeling different emotions, moving things around in your mind. That's psychology. And doing all of that stuff, it's not going to make you more of a soul. Here's the thing, you already are a soul. There's thoughts and emotions going on, right? And you see them. Have you ever asked yourself, like, why am I thinking about this right now? Why am I feeling this way? Have you ever said that to yourself? Everybody's done that. Why am I feeling this way right now? Why am I thinking about this? Right? Who's asking? Who's asking? How is it that there is a you who is aware of thinking and emotion? What is awareness? Think about it. No pun intended. But really, what is consciousness? It's this experience. So there's this experiencer, this awareness, and there is thinking and emotion going on around it. That's why in the Zen traditions, they always tell you, go within, right? And again, there's a lot of internet noise about even what spiritualism really is. There's all this confusion about it. They tell you to do all this psychology, again, thinking different thoughts and feeling different emotions. That's psychology, healing. But what does that got to do with consciousness? What does that got to do with your soul? Nothing. So these are wonderful people. I'm not here to badmouth anybody, you guys. That's not why I'm doing this, right? But I think they're just confused, guys. Wonderful people, but they're just confused. And they're confusing you. I know they're just trying to help. I know most of these people are actually genuine, nice people. Not here to put anybody down, guys. I don't think I'm better than anybody else. But again, there is such a thing as truth. How are we ever going to make sense of all this gobbledygook if we don't get this all straightened out and figure out what the real truth is? And you can definitely see it. Look at all the great spiritual masters all throughout time. Buddha, Jesus, Hare Krishna, Krishnamurti, uh, Paramahansa Yogananda, Ram Dass, Alan Watts, Eckhart Tolle, Rupert Spira, right? The big masters. Everybody knows those are the spiritual masters. What are they going to tell you? They're going to tell you you are not the mind. You are not thinking. You are not feeling emotions. That's not you. That's an imprint that you carry around with you while you are in this physical world down here. But that's not really who you are. After you leave your body, when you do the thing that we call die, the body and the mind, the mental identity, they're gone. What's left? This essence, this divine being. And it is just being. So that might make this other person's testimonial make more sense to you right now. Was it this person? I don't remember who it was. It was either this person, it was on one of these videos. Somebody said something to that effect. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Jackson, right? This channel helped me get my twin flame back. It's not a doing, it's a being. It's just being, right? No thinking necessary. Real quick, here's another. Uh-oh. Hold on. Gosh darn Facebook. It made me lose my place. Hold on. I'm going to go back. There it is. Okay. Internet. All right, one more. And I'm going to give you some free stuff today too. I'm giving you teachings right now. But I got a whole bunch of goodies on my YouTube channel. I got paid coaching. I'm going to hook you up today, guys. I'm always trying to hook you guys up. So, Preeti, exactly a year before, in the month of April 2024, you predicted this. And basically what she's saying is she's manifesting. And so again, she's not even saying anything about her twin flame. We're going to talk about that because, guys, if you're focused on getting your twin flame back, that's the problem. You got to be focused on your awakening and just allowing your twin flame to come back into your life. You're not doing anything to get your twin flame back. It's like it works the opposite of the way it does. And then get this, getting your twin flame back, that's not even the best part. That's not even the best part. The best part is what you become. And you manifest all of these blessings and miracles and abundance. So she posted a reply that I gave her, looks like about a year ago. I remember this too, because what she was saying in her original post is she was talking about, hey, I'm getting all this Kundalini. I'm having like psychic experiences. Guys, I'm telling you, this journey is the coolest. If you could just stop chasing your twin flame for long enough and focus on your awakening, going beyond mind. And it's not a doing. Kurt, you're telling us to focus on our awakening. How do we do that? Yeah, that's not it, guys. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. And I told her, I go, of course, I'm really excited to hear you ask this question. That tells me that you're on an authentic, forced spiritual awakening. You're going to start to experience some very interesting sensations in your body over the next 6 to 12 months, followed by years of intuition, psychic abilities, and amazing creative opportunities. You're a powerful creator, my friend. And here she is going, yep, I've been manifesting all kinds of amazing stuff into my life. She's not even talking about her twin flame. It's just this amazing spiritual experience, guys. It's an amazing spiritual experience. This is your awakening. You need to embrace your spiritual awakening, not your twin flame. That's the whole problem. All right, last one, really quick. In case you didn't know that this is here, you are watching video number 91. I've been doing this for almost 7 years now. I've coached over 7,000 people. I have helped thousands of people to end the running and chasing with their twin flame for good. I even have some people that were kind enough to give up a little bit of their privacy and make a YouTube appearance. This is hard to do. By the way, every single time I see somebody in the comments section of one of my YouTube videos or my Facebook group, and they're talking about, Kurt, I'm with my twin. We're going on a vacation. We're getting married. We're living together. Right? I'll reply to them and I'll go, congratulations. Would you like to come onto my YouTube channel and tell your story? And they almost never respond. Guys, people like their privacy. But out of 7,000 students, I have been able to get 8 wonderful people to do that. Ruxar, she's married to her twin flame. Here's Baya, she's with her twin flame. SJ, she's with her twin flame. This is Ivy. She got her twin flame to start chasing her. Same thing with Chanel. Natasha, she's living with her twin flame. Gretel, she's married to her twin flame. Here's Carly, who her twin flame really wants to be with her. He will not leave her alone. He's asking her, let's live together. Please be my girl. I'll do anything. And she doesn't really want him. Again, myth busted. You don't have to be with your twin. When your twin flame comes back, you might actually say, I'm good. I'm going to get a soulmate. And part of the reason for that is because of what it's really like to be with your twin flame. It's not what the internet is telling you. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just peaceful, right? So it's not passion. It's not pleasure. It's not pain. It's not painful, but it's not pleasure and passion either. Pleasure and passion, that's soulmates, guys. This is not soulmates. This is your soul. What does the felt experience of the soul feel like? Inner peace, oneness, agape, right? It's not pleasure and passion. It's not pain. And notice that's duality, isn't it? Like the mind is duality, push, pull, pain, pleasure, yin, yang, good, bad, light, dark, DM, DF. The mind is polarization, guys. The mind is separation. That's what that word is. That's what that word really is. The mind is separation. The soul is union. Those are states of consciousness, and you don't think your way there. So here's my recommendation for you. I told you I'm going to give you some advice what to do. I'm also going to give you a bunch of free resources. If you haven't noticed on my YouTube channel, I'm also going to give you my paid resources. My brain stopped working for a second. First thing I would do, guys, go have a look at this playlist. I mean, maybe this will give you some hope. Most of the videos on here are just like the one that you're watching right now, where I'm going around my YouTube channel, my Instagram, my Facebook, and I'm going, guys, look, here's all these people. I've helped thousands. I got answers. I'm not doing this to brag. I want you to end your suffering. I want you to be able to talk to your twin flame again. So just I don't even know how many thousands, guys, of people that I've helped leaving comments all over my YouTube videos. I do reuse the thumbnail pictures over and over and over again for these videos, you might notice, but these are all unique individual videos. I've been doing this for almost 7 years, guys. So here's my advice for you. Number one, let go of the twin flame myths. You can't fly if you have an elephant on your back. I say to you again, you cannot fly if you have an elephant on your back. The first step that you need to do is let go of all the twin flame mythology. And you guys, the internet, there's a lot of it. And the number one mistake that people make is they treat this like soulmates. They think it's this Disneyland romance, like Jack and Rose from the Titanic movie. That's not a twin flame movie, guys. That's a soulmate movie. That's always been called soulmates. This is your soul. Your twin flame is you. You are them. There's no other. The perception of other is simply a function of the mind and of this physical world. Your twin flame is beyond all that. That's you. That's your soul. There's no me and my twin flame. It's just me. Okay? You are them. I am me. That's my soul. That's my twin flame, right? So, number one, let go of the myths. I've got just the thing for you. You guys, if you go to either of these playlists, so this first one is called Twin Flame Science. I've got the myths video right here at the bottom. There's also my True Twin Flame Teachings playlist. And I've got that video right here, plus a whole bunch of other stuff. There's 130 videos on here. Yeah, the video is an hour long, guys. Watch the video. You're not going to learn this in a hot 5 minutes. You're not going to watch a quick TikTok video or just one of my videos. You're going to have to slow down, sit down, and make this an area of serious study for a while. And then you're going to have to start doing some of the other stuff I'm going to talk about in a second. So you're going to have to unlearn all the disinfo. Again, nice people. Almost all of the people proliferating the twin flame lore on the internet are actually nice people, but they're just confused, guys. And they're confusing you, and it's not your problem. It's not your problem. So go watch the Twin Flame Myths video. Get deprogrammed from that stuff. That's step one. Okay. Step two, being, right? I have all of my Twin Flame coaching students read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. There's also a movie here. Let me show you. There's a documentary film on YouTube. You need to watch it tonight, guys. Man, if you really met your twin flame, I'm telling you, this video, it is going to change everything for you guys. It's going to change everything. So here, I found it. It's called Samadhi. There are 3 parts, right? So make sure that you start with part 1. Don't skip around. I don't know why you would, but some people do. Make sure you start with part 1 first, right? It's called Samadhi, part 1, Maya, the Illusion of Self. Samadhi, part 1, Maya, the Illusion of Self. Now, what is Maya, the Illusion of Self? the ego mind, the separate self, the personality, the identity. I'm a mom, I'm a brother, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a teacher, I'm a truck driver, I'm a tattoo artist, whatever. I'm an accountant, right? I've been to these places, I've done these things. That's who I am. That's what me is. No, that's the ego mind. That's Maya, the illusion of self. Who you really are is beyond that, and you experience it. So read The Power of Now, watch this film, and start meditating. You guys, you got to stop chasing your twin flame. That's the next thing that I wanted to tell you. You got to stop chasing your twin flame, and you need to stop today. There's a lot of people that are going to tell you to keep doing that. How toxic. That's the whole problem. And guys, check this out. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to do that. You don't even need to have a conversation with your twin flame. It's all in here. Your twin flame is in here, guys. You don't need your twin flame. You don't need me. You don't need me. I can't give you anything. This is like the first thing, one of the first things that I teach my paid coaching students. I tell them flat out, like, I'm not your savior. Don't pedestalize me. Okay? You are what you're looking for. I'm just going to explain that to you, and then you're going to go experience it for yourself during your meditations, right? When you're building out spaciousness into your life, living a lifestyle of Zen and being, slowing down. And you're never going to be able to focus on doing that if you're busy chasing your twin flame. You got to stop doing that, guys. You got to put them out of your mind for a while. Just make yourself stop doing it and replace all of the twin flame frenzy with your awakening. And your awakening, again, it's not a doing. It's not healing. It's not thinking different thoughts or feeling different emotions. It's I am the observer of the thinking and the emotions. I am this quiet witness that notices thought and emotion and the trees and the sky. I'm this being, and that's all. And there's, man, people. So Kurt, let me get this straight. You're telling me all I got to do is stop chasing my twin flame and just meditate and slow down and live a lifestyle of Zen, and my twin flame is going to come back. Kurt, come on. That's never going to work. There's got to be something else to do. Do. Busy, 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 busy. Thinking, right? And you want to know something? Yeah, that is what I'm telling you. All you need to do is not doing or thinking or feeling. It's being, guys. Yes, your twin flame will come back. They are your soul, guys. It's this divine essence. Let me give you some more resources, some free stuff, and then there's some paid stuff. Again, there's these two playlists. Go check this video out. I told you we were going to talk about this quickly. This video, it's called Twin Flames, Separation Consciousness, Unity Consciousness, and Detaching. This one here where it says the ultimate truth. And what I explained to you in that video is that these words that people are using in these twin flame chat rooms and Facebook groups, right? Why are they using those words? Do they really know where those words came from? Or is it just monkey see, monkey do? Because, guys, those words come from the Zen traditions, not twin flames. Those are states of consciousness. Twin flames took those terminologies and they are misusing them now. And I don't think they realize they're doing that. I don't think anybody's doing that because they're bad or anything like that. I think people are just confused, guys. I think that's all it really is just confusion. But what's interesting is the fact that those words did make it into the twin flame community. Yes, that is very interesting. Like, how did they get there? Well, I think it's because somebody figured this out, like before the internet, like 1960s, 1970s, right? Something like that. Somebody said, oh, wait a minute, I get it. This twin flame journey is really just transcendentalism. So I need to transcend separation consciousness and enter a state of union, right? And again, union is not a relationship status with your twin flame. It's a state of consciousness. Here, let me show you something here. This video too, this one right here. I just posted this video a few days ago on Monday, right? This video, I'll show you, where is it? Here it is. So there's this psychology student who's writing about people who have a spontaneous spiritual awakening, and she uses that word union to describe a higher level of consciousness. Here it is, where you see right there, union. Oh, let me go back. Go back. There it is. Right there. See that? Union. Why is she using that word? Is she a twin flame? No. So what is she talking about? Right. It's a state of consciousness, guys. That comes from the Zen traditions. Twin flames, I mean, it does apply. It does apply to your twin flame journey, but not in the way that you think, you guys. It's not a relationship status with your twin flame. So go check out this video, Twin Flames, Separation Consciousness, Unity Consciousness, and Detaching. And then there's also the one I did here this past Monday, February the 3rd. And again, just come to this playlist, the True Twin Flame Teachings, and just cruise through here, guys. I've got 130 videos on here. Every question that you have about twin flames, it's on here, guys. All of them, all your questions. And then this playlist, Twin Flame Science, where I explain, no, this is a real phenomenon. It's reincarnation. What appears to be going on is your twin flame is one of your past lives. Totally serious. Watch at least the first 2 videos on this playlist. What I'm trying to do is show you that there is a rational explanation for this. You might be losing your freaking mind right now, right? But again, even that, like, there is a rational explanation for that, right? That's kind of what this article that this psychology student wrote, that's what she's talking about. She's talking about people that have this kind of spontaneous spiritual awakening experience. And she's not a twin flame person. She's just a psychology student. And she's talking about some of the crazy shit that you're going through. So your twin flame is not the only way that your spontaneous, or also known as forced, spiritual awakening can be triggered. There's other ways for a person to enter into the dark night of the soul, the ego death, right? Like Eckhart Tolle, he went through that too, you guys, and he didn't meet his twin flame. Last thing, you can go to my website, newworldallstar.com. And yeah, there's more testimonials. Not those ones. We already saw those. But here, Hannah, Claire, within 4 to 5 weeks of practicing Kurt's methods and attending online calls, my twin unblocked me. Tanja, 1 year after booking the Introduction to the Journey course, my twin flame unblocked me. Jessica, my twin flame came back. Kurt truly is the only twin flame specialist. Leo, Joy, Nancy, Vanessa, it just goes on and on. I've even got text-based testimonials here. If you click this button, it's all, people who didn't want to leave a picture, but they still gave us, like some kind of a written testimonial. And I got a lot of them, guys. I got a lot of these. I've been doing this for a long time. There's my Introduction to the Journey Twin Flame Coaching Program. It's not expensive. It's not thousands of dollars. I don't nickel and dime you. I don't breadcrumb you. You pay me one time and that's it. And I even have payment plans. You can get started for very little, guys. You can get started for about $75. Other twin flame coaches charge on average of $1,200. Even if they only charge you $200 or $300 at the front, by the time you're done, you're going to be into it for thousands of dollars, guys. I don't work that way. And by the way, my twin flame coaching is actual twin flame coaching that works too. That's the other problem. So you pay me one time. I've got payment plans. Sign up today. Change your life. Thank you for watching.